everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do another pick a card reading, and this one is the next 7 to 10 days. The next 7 to 10 days, what's gonna happen, what might happen, okay? It's an energy check-in. What kind of messages are here for you in regards to your love life, your career or job, and your finance situation. So, yep, it's another week. Crazy. Weeks fly by. So let's see what might you expect for the next 7 to 10 days. We have 3 different piles, 1, 2, and 3, and timestamps are going to be in the description box below. If you need more time, you can pause the video, and I am going to start with pile number 1. Alrighty, so for pile number 1, these are the cards that you got in regards to your work situation. You have the heart, which signifies great joy. And over here, we have the Hierophant going towards the Lover's card. This is the in-between tarot. So whatever they're drawing in the picture is like showing the process from the Hierophant stage going towards the Lover stage, right? So right here, we have the Lovers right in the middle, and then we have the Hierophant marrying them together, right? And is it consummate, right? So what I feel for pile number 1 in regards to your career or work situation for the next 7 to 10 days, first of all, the Hierophant, I feel you might have a mentor of some kind, a teacher of some kind, maybe helping you with your business. You might also want to further your education in regards to your work. Maybe you want to learn about something, become really skilled at a certain skill set that you need for your work. But I feel with this card over here, it's something you enjoy. That's why you want to further your skill. And I think you're going to enjoy working for the next 7 to 10 days. You enjoy it very much. You have people helping you. Maybe someone want to collaborate with you because we have the Lover's card. So you're going from like, maybe you want to put all the skills, all of the things that you've learned from previous experiences or you've learned previously and put it to use. Maybe you are the Hierophant as well, that you need to lead people into like doing a project or, you know, collaborate. So you're like a leader in a leadership position where you have to teach other people how to do certain things and lead them to the right direction. Overall, I just think it's great energy for the next 7 to 10 days. You either going to have a mentor or you are the mentor of someone else. And people want to collaborate with you, very peaceful energy. People like working with you. So if you have like some kind of a contract that you're trying to sign or trying to get someone to sign with you, I feel like you have very good chance to get that deal that you're looking for. Okay, you're gonna put the stamp on it or put the signature, seal it, right? Seal the deal in the next 7 to 10 days, or you're on the way to seal that deal. The Lover's card also, because it's towards the Lovers, right? So if you can see it right here, it's the Hierophant and Lovers on the other side. So Lovers is also about, not only it's about, you know, marrying 2 people together, but also it's about decision. So there is some kind of a decision that they're trying to make or you're trying to make. Maybe you're trying to work out a deal with someone, right? You're trying to figure things out. So in the next 7 to 10 days, it could be like you're trying to figure the last stuff out, trying to finalize things. Maybe you're looking through all of the terms and conditions, right? You're fixing those kind of things. So the next 7 to 10 days, you're trying to close the deal, seal the deal, make sure all of the contracts is up to par to your expectation. That's what you're looking for, right? Or it could be your business partner or someone that you're trying to collaborate with or trying to get a deal with, right? They're finalizing the contract and stuff like that, and making sure that everything is good. But I feel like most of the terms is going to be mutually beneficial, and you guys are on your way to seal that deal. That's amazing. So now if you're looking for a new job, so you're currently unemployed and you're trying to get employed, right? You're looking for a job for the next 7 to 10 days. I think you're gonna feel really happy, really joyful. Because we have the heart. I feel like you might actually get, and we have the Lovers too. So the two cards combined, I feel like for the next 7 to 10 days, you actually will most likely get a job that you absolutely love, you enjoy doing. So it's not like, oh, I took this job on because I need money, but it's actually out of love, because you do like doing that. There's something to be learned from this job as well. So also with the Hierophant card, maybe if you're having trouble in the past trying to find jobs, maybe you need like a mentor or someone to maybe look over your resume for you, give you some pointers so that you can actually get that job that you're looking for, that get a little bit of coaching or something like that, or do a little bit like interview assimilation or something like that, so that when you do go into the interview and get interviewed, you can seal that deal with that company that you wanted to work for so bad, right? So that's what I see for the next 7 to 10 days in regards to career. So now let's take a look at your love life for the next 7 to 10 days. We have over here the rapiers, warns against assault, which threaten and will occur sooner or later according to the distance. So with these two, I guess it says it's warning against the assault. So maybe there would be some kind of an argument. Maybe someone might get hurt. Perhaps not physically, but maybe verbally, right? Mentally. So, and then we have the Ace of Coins. That's very interesting. Now let's see. So Ace of Coins over here, we have the infinity sign right here. So I guess it's like two extreme messages right here. So perhaps sorry, I just choked on my own saliva. The people who chose pile number 1, your love messages is divvied up into 2 different groups. For some of you guys, you want to watch out for people who want to take advantage of you. Maybe even the Ace of Coins could be about that, like someone wants to take advantage of you, or try to make you promise about something that you feel a little bit iffy about, right? You don't feel like you can maybe deliver that promise, but that you kind of got forced into doing that. That could be that, right? For some of you guys, so you feel like you're being forced into doing something that you didn't really want to in the relationship. Okay. And for others of you, it's the Ace of Coins. There's infinite possibilities. Someone want to come in and make an offer to you, right? And want to be with you, maybe move into the next step, which is about stability. And it's very interesting too. This is the time, a clock right here, right in the middle of this, and you're in the middle of going from Ace of Coins to the Two of Coins, which is Two of Coins is about juggling things. So you might be trying to juggle. You might feel like right now you really want to have a really stable relationship. You want to give a really stable offer. Maybe this is what it is. You want to give a really stable offer, and but there are other things affecting you right now. I don't think the energy is very strong just yet, but it's kind of like you're in the middle of you still have time, because if you are at the Two of Coins, that means you hardly have any time for anything, right? You're trying to juggle too many things at the same time, 2 or more things at the same time. But with this, I feel like you want to give that promise, you want to give that offer, to the people that you love, right? Or your person want to give that give you that stable offer to you. But the thing is, like, some other things are coming in. Maybe there's some other offers now. There's multiple offers coming in. So they're trying to juggle time, trying to have time for themselves, and also for business, and also for you, right? To have like some private time for you. But I mean, coins is always a really good card. So they still, maybe they want to, if they do take up an offer, like job offer I meant, because it's like something that's conflicting, right? And the thing is about Two of Coins is that it's not, when they're juggling things, it's not that they're don't feel good about it. Two of Coins is actually, they're trying to juggle two things. They're trying to find the balance in two things. But it's just a little hard. But it's not like they're frustrated about it. They actually enjoy having multiple things. Maybe you or your person are the kind of people that cannot stay put. You like to be busy, right? So you're on that way, but it's just like you need to find time for that. Your person might complain a little bit about it, like, hey, you don't have time for me. Or you might be complaining about to your partner, hey, I haven't seen you for a while. What happened to the promise? Like the promise, I feel like it's half delivered. It's not fully delivered, like the stable thing that they promised. But whatever they wanted to do is trying to have a bright future with you. So they're trying to build a more stable foundation too, right? Because they're trying to work on their jobs. For some of you, because it's on the way to Two of Coins, for some of you, maybe I feel like this is a very small percentage of you. But the thing is, we do have this swords or rapiers over here. I think maybe for some of you guys, there is a possibility of another person coming in. So your person or you are trying to juggle between two people, and that's why someone's gonna get hurt, right? If you are trying to have more than one person in the relationship. And what I've talked about is all like about people who are in a relationship right now, right? So you want to watch out about that. Don't do things that you'll regret later. Okay. Try to keep the promise that you gave to the person. It could be your person too, that they should try to keep the promise, or remind them, because you can't really force other people to change whatever, their free will, right? So if it's you, then I think you want to try to keep that promise. Try to not juggle between two people, because that's not good. But if it's your person and you kind of know that they're trying to juggle between two people, and then maybe you do want to say something about it, communicate it, figure something out, at least remind them that they gave you a stable promise before, and see what happens there, right? And just know that with this rapier card, it might not be something that you want to hear. So just be a little bit prepared about that if you plan on confronting them about it, right? So that could be another message for the love, for people who are in relationships. So now, if you are single, I feel like with Ace of Coins going on to Two of Coins, because it is a coins card, maybe you are more focused on your job, so you don't really have a lot of time for your love life, or for your relationship, to build relationships with other people. And right here with the swords, you're just trying to cut out people. You don't want to get hurt. Maybe you've gotten hurt before, so you're just trying to take the time off for yourself and focus more on your career, perhaps, right? Because it's the coin card. There is a possibility of someone coming in wanting to give you an offer, a very solid offer. But the only thing with this this rapier, this knife, is that I do feel like you're being very guarded and protected of yourself. So you might not want to take on that offer too. You're going to be quite suspicious, even though the promise might seem kind of solid. But the thing is also with the two of Coins, I think your intuition is right. This person wants to give you a solid offer, but they're also juggling something else too. So maybe you do want to be a little bit cautious as well if you are single. And for people who are looking to reconciliate with someone, with this rapier card, I feel like things might not go the way that you wanted it to go. And with the ace of coins going to the two of coins, like in the middle of that, this person could be trying to juggle something between you and another person, or between two different choices. Do I want to come back to you, or do I not want to? I want to stay single. I don't want to communicate. So I think the decision is still up in the air, and so it's not going to be something that you are going to be happy to get, like not the answer that you're expecting. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're looking to reconciliate, I feel like in the next 7 to 10 days, things are probably still more like up in the air a little bit. So you are probably not gonna hear from this person about, you know, coming back or anything. So that's that. And then finally we have the your finance situation for the next 7 to 10 days. We have roses, which indicates beauty and rugged health. And then over here we have 9 of Wands. So in regards to your finance situation for the next 7 to 10 days, 9 of Wands is about guarding what you are trying to, guarding all of the accomplishments or all of the savings, right, in regards to your finance that you've accumulated so far. And with this in-between tarot, it's going from 9 of Wands to the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is about responsibility. It's about, carrying some stress, baggage, that kind of thing. So, but the thing over here with this particular deck is that this girl is holding like this bright bulb, right? And this person is carrying this weight. It's like, I feel like it's a weight that because 10 of Wands, remember, if it's a Rider Waite deck, is this person carrying like 10 wands on top, like, trying to reach his or her goal. But the wands, we always feel like it's like super pressury, super things like you're obligated and you don't want to, but you have to type of thing. But then with this particular deck, I almost feel like this responsibility or this like obligation that you're taking on, you like it, you want it. It's right. This person is holding on to this girl like very preciously. And the way that he's holding this girl too, it's not like, hugging them. It's like carrying her like the princess carry or whatever you call it. And there's the warmth right over here. So I feel like you're trying to protect something that you've accumulated so far with your finance. And it's something that you don't, yes, there are some obligations and responsibilities in regards to your finance that maybe you have to, like bills, right, that you have to pay, maybe mortgages, maybe some kind of a loan or something like that, car payments, things, bills. But for the most part, besides these like regular bills that you have to pay, right, I feel like with the 9 of Wands is that most likely in the next 7 to 10 days, besides the bills, you won't be spending as much. You're trying to be you're trying to watch out what you spend on. You're very careful with your money, what you spend it on, how you spend it, right? Will you be able to see a return with your investment if you do put money into it, etc. So with the roses, it's really pretty, but it's also prickly. So like money is super important. You don't want to be so stingy that you don't spend at all, but at the same time, if you don't have money at all, you can't really do anything, right? So it's like a double-edged sword type of thing, which you understand completely well. So you will spend money to enjoy life and on things that you need necessarily, but then at the same time you will put away a little bit just in case something happens, you have something to fall back on. So you're a very, very careful person, very thoughtful, planned out type of person. So I don't really think that you have much to worry about in your finance situation for the next 7 to 10 days. Even investment, I feel like you would take on like a more conservative approach for the next 7 to 10 days at least. So, you know, it will make you money, but not as much money as, you know, if you take on something that's more risky. But then at the same time, because it's more risky, you might also lose it, right? Bigger return, higher risk, high return, but at the same time it's high risk, so you might not get a lot of back. So you would go for more of like a medium risk or more of a conservative or low risk, medium to low risk type of investment, if that is if you are looking into investing. That's might be the approach that you'll take for the next 7 to 10 days. So that is what I see for pile number 1 in regards to your love, work, and finance situation for the next 7 to 10 days. I hope this helps. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below if it resonated or anything. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and to my video, and also turn on the notification bells if you would like. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. All right, so for pile number 2, this is what you have in regards to your career. The Gypsy Witch Fortune Tell card, you actually got 2 cards. The first one is the man, right, which indicates it's you. So we don't really have to talk about that one. That's just the viewer that you are watching this video. That just represents you. Even though it's a man, it's not gender specific. It's anyone who's watching this. So now we have the cat as the main card, I guess, which is about flattery, right? So that's that. And then we have the Page of Wands as the tarot, which is Page of Wands going towards the Knight of Wands, because this is the in-between tarot that I'm using. So whatever the picture is, like the in-between the 2 energies, right? So even you got the Page of Wands, but you are in the process of moving from the Page of Wands towards the Knight of Wands, which is you're getting away from, or you're moving away from the really like beginner energy now towards more of a mature energy, right? And you're moving towards the Knight of Wands. So you have some kind of inspiration, you have some kind of passion, things that you really want to do. And with the Page of Wands, it's more like impetuously, you don't really think things through, you just do it because you want to do it, right? There's lots of action going on in your career in the next 7 to 10 days. But then the thing is, you're maturing up, so you don't do things more impetuously now. You are when you do certain things, you plan it out a little bit more. And not only you plan it, because a lot of people, you might just think about it all the time and you don't really act upon it. Not only you think about it, you have a plan, you will act upon it too. Knight of Wands, going towards the Knight of Wands. You're going to go fully you're on your way to do that. So right now you're just like feeling really inspired. Maybe lots of people are inspiring you to do certain things, but you know that you can't just do things like blindly, right? With only passion. You also need a plan. So now maybe you failed many times before. So now that you've learned that you do have to have a lot of passion, because Page of Wands is all about passion, right? Inspirations. You have lots of good ideas what you wanted to do with your career or work, at your work. So you're setting you're putting together a plan of action, and I feel like after the 7 to 10 days, this is when you're gonna put those plans into action. This is a very action oriented card. And over here we have flattery, which I feel like you're gonna get a lot of praises in the next 7 to 10 days. People are going to be like, oh my God, this plan of action that you wanted to do is amazing. It's awesome. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and just flush out the rest of the details. So, and just go ahead and do it, right? So you inspire other people to want to work with you and want to, go fully ahead toward this goal that you want, right? See, this is a person graduated, throwing that hat. So you've graduated from immaturity to like a more mature level. It could also be that, you moving from Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands, there is a possibility of your position going up a level, right? So maybe getting praises. You are doing such a good job. You know what? Why don't you be in charge of this project? Why don't you be, report to me about all these things? So you're like the leader of this group or something like that. So it might not necessarily that you actually get like fully promoted to the next level, but it just means that this project that you come up with or that you really wanted to do, you will be promoted to become like the leader of that group or this project. So that's what I see. And if you are looking to, if you're currently unemployed and you're looking for a job right now, this is what I see. So praises, people are going to realize like you're really good at what you're doing. So if you're going to interviews or something like that, and also Page of Wands, again, it's about like you're graduated from that just acting impetuously or saying things that, oops, I regret it later. Maybe at interview, you're so full of passion, so full of zeal that people are like, oh my God, like, yeah, you're super passionate, but I don't know, maybe you just seem a little bit not experienced or something like that. But now I feel like you have a little bit of experience under your belt. And the way that you talk about certain things, you just don't say things, blurting things out anymore. You actually think it through and say it, but still full of passion. You impress people that much more so that they do want to actually hire you. They think about you, they praise you. After your interview, people are like, very memorable type of things. So there is a very good chance that you might get hired in this next 7 to 10 days. If you don't hear back, it's going to happen maybe after the 10 days because you're in the process of going from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands, right? So towards the end of the week, you're going to perform even better at the beginning of the week. So if you can set most of your interviews, if you are getting any, towards the end of the 10 days, I think you will be more, if that is a possibility, of course, I think you'll benefit from that because you can use the time to research about the company, to flush out what you want to say at the interview, right? And so that you can do a very good job. Okay, so that's that. Now let's take a look at your love life for the next 7 to 10 days. We have Justice, which is a major arcana card. And then we have number 52, which is the Shepherd, indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. All right, so this is a very good card to get for love life. And then we have the Justice card. So for pile number 2, in regards to your love life for the next 7 to 10 days, I think you guys are trying to come up with a long-term commitment. The Justice card. If you are in a relationship, right? You want to commit to this person that you are with. You have intense feeling for this person. You love this person so much you can't imagine living without them. very lovey-dovey feelings for the next 7 to 10 days. Justice, equal give and take. And also this is about the court, so about contract. So you guys are thinking about long-term commitment, or you are planning on giving a proposal, or maybe this next 7 to 10 days is when you are going to actually propose to the person that you're with. And I feel like you're actually going to have you're going to get the answer that you wanted. This person just has your person has the exactly same feeling as you, or if you are the one you're not the one that's going to propose, maybe you're going to get a proposal this week, right? And within the next 7 to 10 days, from your partner, that they want to spend the rest of their lives with you, and you're going to give them a really promising yes to them, because you guys feel just about the same towards them, right? Over here we do have, it is the Justice card going towards the Hangman, okay? So I do want to talk about that. So Hangman is about sacrifice. It's about seeing things from a different perspective. So it's not going to change what I just said, right? I think this person still wants to spend the rest of their lives with you. You do too. But you guys both realize that also when you do make that commitment, there is some kind of things that you guys have to give up, sacrifices, right? Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective. That means like some of the things are going to change too. Because once you guys are in a committed relationship, or you guys are could be just committed or moving in together, just moving up to the next level, or it could be even, getting married, having that contract or something like that. Things are going to change because the Hangman, but you're going to try to see it from a different perspective. At least I get to see you every day. This is what I wanted. But at the same time, Hangman is about sacrificing something. So you are willing, or your person is willing to sacrifice something, right? Once you guys get into that commitment, just know that there will be some change in the relationship dynamic too, and both of you have to compromise, have to give up something, but you also get something as well, right? So that's that. But I mean, overall energy for the next 7 to 10 days in regards to your love life for pile number 2 is amazing, right? So if you're single, the next 7 to 10 days, the Justice card, Libra, I feel like you're going to really take care of yourself. You are, you're going to give a lot of love to yourself. You love yourself a lot. This is intense feeling for yourself. You know that you're lovable. You want to give the best to yourself. The Justice card, because it's Libra. It's, the guarded by the planet of Venus, right? Or the goddess of Venus. So you want to make yourself very visible to the other people. So you're not going to hide behind something, right? You are going to let people know that you're available, and you're looking forward to get into a committed relationship with someone. But and you want something like the base of anything. I guess, how should I put this? So what you're looking for is a mutual attraction, a mutual give and take. You're not going to accept anything less. So if you feel like this person likes you a lot more, then you like them, then you're like, I don't know if I could deal with that. Or you're tired of, you're the one that's always giving so much more, and the other person just takes. And that's not cool with you either. You want something that's mutual. You want something that, equal give and take type of things. Again, it's going from Justice to the Hangman. So you do want to see things from a different perspective. Maybe you are going to change up a few of the conditions that you're looking for, but like I said, the basis of what you're looking for in a relationship, the basic things, that the must thing, the lowest of the lowest thing that people need to possess when they want to have a relationship with you is that it needs to be at least mutual. It needs to be an equal give and take. You're not just going to accept anything less. The reason I emphasize is that because some people, you know, it's very one-sided, and you know that, but you still go full head into it and you just give and hoping the other person will change, right? There is those type of love as well, but no, if you were in that kind of situation before, you're not gonna allow yourself to be in that kind of relationship anymore because of the Justice card. You want something equal. Right. And then the Hangman, you do understand when you're in a relationship, I think you're ready for a relationship. You're looking for something now. You're ready to get married, to move on to the next level. You want something very committed. You understand that a committed relationship means that you have to sacrifice certain freedom, right? And also because you're moving into the Hangman position, which is the seeing things from different perspective, you're willing to accept people that you used to not even consider like a possibility, but you're ready to even you're okay with people that at first maybe you don't even feel attracted to, but you'll give them a chance at least and see if anything will grow. But you'll take things more slowly. That's what I think also. You'll take things more slowly, and you're willing to try people who aren't really your type, right? And just to see what happens. You're more open to different types of people now. So that's that. And so now if people are looking to reconcile with someone, the Justice card is, I feel like if if your person did you wrong, you actually might be able to get an apology in the next 7 to 10 days. There is that a possibility. But, you know, getting together, it depends on how you guys broke up, okay? Depends on how you guys broke up. If the love is still there, over here we have the 52 card. If the love is still there, it's intense love, passionate love, then with the Justice card, yes, I think you guys will reconciliate. But if you guys separated for, you know, a long while, but you know, you just haven't really fully healed yet, and you want at least like some kind of a closure or something like that, with the Justice card, I feel like if you are the one that's being wronged, this person you might get an apology out of them in the next 7 to 10 days, okay? Or if you actually was the one that wronged someone, you might actually thought about it and think of, you're like, maybe you got treated in some ways that reminded you of how you treated someone in the past, right? And you want to make that apology as well. So there is that possibility too, okay? So that is that. And now we have finally the finance situation for the next 7 to 10 days. We have the mouse over here, which denotes loss by theft, or just loss in general, decaying. And then over here, the Lover's card. That's very interesting. But the Lover's card going towards the Chariot. Okay, so you're in the middle of the Lovers going into the Chariot. The Lover's card is about making a decision. Chariot is about going forward with something. So in the next 7 to 10 days, in regards to your finance situation, we do have the mouse. So I feel like you're in the middle of a decision. And I think it's a quite big decision. And if you do make this wrong decision, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And I feel like maybe the longer you wait, the longer it takes you to decide on something, the more loss or the more money you'll lose. So because it could be an investment, something that you're looking for might be a really hot buy. So the longer you wait, the higher price it's gonna get. And that could be a possibility, right? Or it could also be that there is an investment right now that you are invested in. And the longer you wait, because the price is dropping. So the longer you wait, the less money you'll be able to get out of it, because it's just losing money for you. So you do maybe want to make a decision quickly, okay, so that you can cut your loss. But of course, if you are looking to, okay, so in the next 7 to 10 days, if there is like this rush of feelings that you want to purchase anything or something like that, maybe with the Lover's card over here, you want to think about it, okay, before you make that decision. Don't rush into buying something and then you might regret it later. I mean, if you are in a country where they have very good return policy, then I guess that's not big of a deal. But if it's something that you cannot return the item that you bought, then you really do want to think about it, okay? So don't go like spending crazy for the next 7 to 10 days, because the mouse do mean that there might be some kind of a loss in your money in the next 7 to 10 days. It's with the Lover's card, I feel like also you're gonna spend on something that you just feel like you're like, oh my god, I love this thing so much. This is what I wanted. Something that you love, you're gonna want to spend it so badly that you're just gonna do it. And I don't know if you'll regret it or not, because it doesn't show regret. But it does mean that you're going to be spending quite a lot. There is that energy of you can't control yourself and wanting to spend money in the next 7 to 10 days. So you just have to watch out with that, okay? With investment or something, you do want to make a little bit quicker decision whether to buy or sell, because the longer you wait, you might actually lose a little bit more money, okay? So there is that possibility as well over there. So I hope this is what I see for pile number 2. So I hope this helps, and I hope this resonated. And if you have anything that you want to share with me, if it resonated or anything, you leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and enjoy my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Now for pile number 3, this is what you have in regards to your career for the next 7 to 10 days. We have the order. This is the order, denotes honor and recognition of labor. So you're going to get recognized for the hard work that you've done. Perfect card to get for career. And then we have the Empress. This is an in-between tarot. And so this is, you have the Empress card, but it's like going from the Empress moving towards the Emperor, okay? So this is the in-between. You're going from the Empress energy towards the Emperor energy, which is about self-discipline. Your Empress is like lots of inspiration, a new start. You want something and you're in the beginning of doing something, birthing something, like a birthing of a new idea, birthing of a new project, the beginning of a collaboration. That could be that too, because this is like the Emperor and the Empress trying to, right, holding on to this Venus sign side by side, like trying to collaborate on something. But yes, it has a very good start, but now you're moving towards the Emperor, which requires a lot of self-discipline, a lot of energy and a lot of effort to push through all the difficulties, to overcome challenges, and have that leadership skill to lead other people into doing things. So first of all, you're being recognized for your hard work. So with these 2 cards, I feel like there is a very high possibility of you getting promoted into a higher position, right? And that means, like, because the Emperor, definitely leadership skill. Maybe you're in the middle of talking about negotiating the terms, like how much money do I get when I get to this position, and what is my job description with this new position, etc., etc., etc. if you haven't, this week for the next 7 to 10 days, you will be recognized. You will be recognized for your hard work, and might be giving you a promotion as well, right? And could be money, could be just money, but could be actually a position and the money, right? And but it also means more responsibility. You require a even more hard work, longer working hours, okay? But it's the Emperor card. It's a number 4 card. It's about more stability as well. I feel like with the more recognition, or people like appraising you for your great work, the more confidence you're gonna feel. So your confidence level is boosting up too. And with more confidence, you can do better, greater things, right? So you're in the process of moving towards that. And so career wise, I feel like very bright, awesome future for the next 7 to 10 days. People want to collaborate with you again. Lots of love and peace and harmony and inspirations, especially if you're working in like an artsy field. You're going to feel super inspired. You're going to crank out a bunch of works, okay, for the next 7 to 10 days. Just lots of great things coming out. And so now if you're currently unemployed and you are looking for a job for the next 7 to 10 days, I think again, you will be, if you've been ignored or people haven't seen what you can offer, I think in the next 7 to 10 days, people are going to realize your value. The Empress card, I feel like you're going to be really inspired to do something a little bit different than the other people. And also aesthetically, you might look prettier or handsomer this week when you go into the interview. And maybe you lost a little weight, maybe you gained a little weight, depending on your body type, right? If you're too skinny, then you gain a little weight. Now you look better. If you were a little bit, unfit, now you are fitter. Then people are like, wow. So like your outer experience also helped you a lot with getting the job. You're being recognized too, because people are like, wow, you're like noticing you more in the next 7 to 10 days. And with that, it boosts your confidence, right? With the Empress going towards the Emperor, you're working on your confidence level. You are working on your self-discipline level. So if you are a little bit lazy before, I don't feel like doing this today, well, just do it another day. You're going to be a lot more aggressive this next 7 to 10 days, with maybe cold calling companies that you want to work for and ask them if, hey, did you receive my resume? What do you think? Can I schedule an appointment? Right? So you're going to be a lot more aggressive too with your job hunting. And because of that, people are going to be like, oh, wow. So especially I feel like if you are applying for some kind of a sales and marketing position, this kind of personality, the aggressive personality, is very good for sales and marketing, right? But then your professionalism, because we have the Empress and the Emperor, your professionalism works for any type of jobs too, right? So you're definitely going to be recognized for your skills, your talents, and you will be able to I think you have a very good chance of getting hired, okay, in the next 7 to 10 days. So great energy, and you're moving towards stability. So you are going to get that stability that you wanted, which means that you're going to find that job or find a job. So now in your love life for the next 7 to 10 days, we have the House, which is all about stability again. It's about success in all ventures. So very good. card to get for for love. And then over here we have the King of Swords. So King of Swords is the last is the highest rank, right, in all of the court card. So in this particular deck, is King of Swords is moving back into the Page of Swords. So and you're in the process of going from the King of Swords back to the Page of Swords. You're trying to, King of Swords is very calm, very analytical, and I think in love situation, in a relationship, being too analytical, too in your head, it could be quite damaging, right? Because you're just too calm, nothing can move you, and you analyze everything. So, but you're now going from this King of Swords back to Page of Swords. You realize the importance of like not being so serious and trying to analyze everything. You should act, or like as if you know it all. King of Swords is like a know-it-all as well, right? In love, it's quite damaging too. So you realize, like, I actually need to be a little bit more curious. I need to embody a little bit of that Page of Swords energy, which is about learning about things I don't know at all. I need to find out about my partner or whoever, right? So you are trying to return to that younger, more vibrant type of energy, instead of like, look how like dead this king is, just sitting there and like hardly have any energy to do anything, right? So and over here we have the younger guy being knighted and moving towards the rank as well. So anyways, so you don't want to be this like energy, like hardly have any energy type of like person. You want to rekindle all of those passion that you've had before about your particular person. You want to find out more things that you don't know about the person. You want to embrace that that I don't know anything, right? That energy. So King of Swords, King is about stability as well. So like things are getting really just dull, boring, right, in your life, except whether you're single or you're in a relationship. Things are just too like normal and not exciting enough. So I think you want change. You want to burst things up a little bit, and doesn't mean like, oh, you want like something dramatic, but you just want to at least find new things to do together if you're in a relationship, right? And maybe learn about each other, try to see each other with a different eye, with like a new energy, like, oh wow, like I didn't know that you didn't like this, or you like this. Like do things that you guys never done before. Go on an adventure, right? King of the Page of Swords. So you're trying to return to that beginning stage again. With the foundation, you guys have a solid foundation already, so you don't have to worry about it, but you just have to go back to like that childish, fun type of energy, so that, you and your partner can feel like life is not so boring, right? So that's that. But in general, in the next 7 to 10 days, I don't see any crazy things going on with your love life. It's just that you guys it's just too normal, too dull. You want to spice things up a little bit and do things that you guys never done before. You're in the process of doing that, right? So you guys are talking about, maybe you guys want to go on a trip or something like that, right? Doesn't have to be a super long trip or out of the country trip, but it's just like, let's go camping, let's go like a 2 day 1 night trip or something like that, or 3 day 2 night just to the next city or something. So maybe you guys are planning about that too. Just do things that's a little bit different, right? So that's the next 7 to 10 days. So now if you're single, okay, if you're single in the next 7 to 10 days, I think things are not going to change too much. You're emotionally really stable, you're physically very stable, mentally as well. Like, I think you're in a very healthy place, right? With the King of Swords, you want to moving towards the Page of Swords. So I think you might be a little bit too serious, right? And too analytical. In order for you to fall in love, you need to first of all be that Page of Swords. Be a little bit more curious. Be a little bit more adventurous. Be a little bit more, take a little bit of risk. Because the King of Swords, they don't take risk anymore. They eliminate risks, right? But to fall in love, you need to have that. You need to be able to take risks, to jump fully head over heels for someone. We have the marriage card. I feel like you will be able to, with the King of Swords as well, maybe you will be able to find someone who is very stable, who's looking to have a committed, stable relationship, because it is the King of Swords too. Because it could be your energy, it could be someone, because if you're single, it could be someone that you might be meeting in the next 7 to 10 days. This person might be very mature on the appearance, but they might actually have a little bit of that Page of Swords too, or that page energy, so young at heart, right? That, or vice versa. They could be looking not so, they could be looking very young. Okay, that's what I'm saying. They could be looking very young, but then deep down they're very mature, like a King of Swords. So if that is the case, depending on what you like or this person, give them a chance too, right? I really do feel like you're kind of serious, very analytical. You don't take risks anymore. You want to take a risk if this person does show up in the next 7 to 10 days. I do want to mention one last thing. If you are in a relationship, the house also means like moving your relationship to the next level, moving in together, right? Or getting married, because this is also about marriage. So there is that possibility too for people who have a partner right now. And now, if people who are looking to reconciliate with someone, having this house and the King of Swords, I think with the King of Swords, this is the thing. I feel like there might be a communication coming in, because the page going into Page of Swords. So in the process of, so I don't feel like you're going to get that communication in the next 7 to 10 days, but there is that energy shifting from the King of Swords to the Page of Swords, which is all about communication. So there might be communication coming in after 10 days, but in the 7 to 10 days, in the next 7 to 10 days could be the things working in the background, trying to make things work. But the thing is, you guys want to be stable. You don't want to act too impetuously and communicate or say certain things that you don't mean and ruin the the possibility of getting a really good communication back from this person. So there is that possibility, but it's in the process of working things out in this next 7 to 10 days. So you might not actually hear from this person until maybe towards the end of the 7 to 10 days, or after the 7 to 10 days. Okay. And I feel like it might not be like actually getting back together, but although there is a possibility, because we do have the house, so there is a possibility of reconciliation, getting back together, rebuilding a foundation. But it could just also mean that you guys are going to figure things out and have a good closure of this thing, so you don't have to, talk about it, work it out, as in getting that closure, feeling good about it, and be able to move on to the next stage of your life. Okay. And finding someone else who wants to give you that committed relationship. Okay. So now, lastly, we have, this is the finance, right? In the next 7 to 10 days, we have wine, which is a symbol of cheerfulness and gaiety. So something to cheer about, something to celebrate, right, in your finance. So something in the next 7 to 10 days, you guys are going to celebrate about something. So maybe you actually made a bunch of money. And over here we have 3 of Wands going towards 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is about celebration as well. So 4 of Wands has this house energy too. So very nice. 3 of Wands going towards the 4 of Wands, working towards, you know, being together, settle, stableness. So I think your finance situation is going to get stabler and stabler as time goes by for the next 7 to 10 days. And I think towards the end, you guys are going to feel really celebratory about your financial gain, because there could be a financial gain for you in the next 7 to 10 days, because we do have this wine energy. It's about things, maybe you made money from your investment, maybe a stock, or maybe you sold something. And also remember, we talked about promotions. Maybe you found a job, right? So now you're gonna have a stable income coming in, or like we said, promotion. So you're moving up and rank or level in your company. So you're gonna making more money. Right, when you get promoted. So that's something that's very, like, you want to celebrate about, and it's really financially related, and you're gonna be a lot more stabler financially as well. So something to look forward to, which is this celebratory energy and stabilizing your finances. Or you're gonna get, like, maybe you'll like what we were talking about, maybe you're selling something, selling an investment or some kind, and you just made a bunch of return back. So the next 7 to 10 days could be you selling things. I don't see you reinvesting just yet, but you might be selling something and then making a bunch of returns. Okay, so that's what I see for pile number 3. And if this resonated with you or for you, or if you have anything that you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and to my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.